everybody, welcome back to Mattie's Kitchen. Today I'll be making you an old-fashioned banana pudding, the one that we used to eat before they had that instant vanilla pudding. Okay, y'all, what I'll be using in my banana pudding, of course, I'll be using some vanilla wafers. These are the original. And some kosher salt. That's optional. You don't have to use it, but I do because it kind of enhances the taste. Lemon juice, that's optional too. Some pet milk, canned milk, evaporated milk. It don't have to be pet. It can be carnation, but I chose pet. And pure vanilla extract. Bananas, of course, bananas. And eggs. And your eggs, I got about 8 eggs. Okay, but 7 eggs. Make sure that the egg become room temperature because it does best when you let them set out for about 30 minutes. And sugar. Okay, y'all, I separated my eggs off camera. I just took the yolk. Here's the yolk. You put the yolk in the pot that you'll be cooking it in. And here's the meringue. This is what I use the beater with when I get ready to make the meringue for the topping of the banana pudding. And so I'm going to say it again. I use vanilla wafer. These are original. There's some kosher salt already separate, just a dash. I'm not going to use all, just a dash. And here's the sugar for the meringue. Here's the sugar for the pudding. Some lemon juice, a little lemon juice, just a little bit. And this is vanilla extract. I already separated. It's about 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract, a dash of salt, just a little bit of sugar for the meringue, and like I said, lemon juice. And the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to cut my stove on and pour the milk and the sugar, all these ingredients for my pudding. So I'm going to start with milk. This is more than a can. This is about a can and a half. I use a whole milk, pet milk, or carnation. It doesn't matter. So this is a can and a half. I'm going to use, this was 2 cans in here, but I'm going to put about a can and a half. And if I need any more, set it aside. Okay, I'm going to put my sugar. About a cup and a half. This sugar is about a cup and a half of sugar. So I'll put some sugar in here. The stove is on. Put the sugar in there. You're going to taste this and how you want it to taste. That's all go in there. And here's a dash, a pinch of salt. Kosher salt. And I use kosher salt, not a pinch. And this is about 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract. So I'm going to take this, and I got my egg yolks in here. I'm going to let this thicken. Stir this good till it start thickening. Now this is for the this is a pudding, just like vanilla pudding. Let this get hot. Stir it up really good and mix your ingredients. And this thing gonna be so good, y'all. I mean, I swear, it's gonna be good. So I'm letting it, like I said, about a cup and a half of pet milk, carnation, about a cup and a half, about a cup of sugars, but I'm going to add more. I'm going to taste it as I go. A pinch of salt, a little lemon juice. Did I put the lemon juice in here? Yeah, I put lemon juice and the salt, and that's it. This is just for the pudding, the yolk of the egg. So it's looking kind of like vanilla pudding. So I'm going to set this aside. While this is cooking, I'm going to take my cookies. And this is what I use to separate my egg out. It's best, because it's kind of complicated a little bit, best if you can find an egg separator, use that. Okay, I'm going to start with my cookies. While this is doing, I'm going to line my cookies up. While this is cooking. There ain't no special way you can put them. Because when you put it in here, it's going to kind of, when you pour the stuff in, it kind of separate a little bit anyway. But you start with the first layer, you put your cookies in. First layer, put the little cookies in here. And this is what's going to make it taste sweet. But when you do your bananas, honey, make sure you get some ripe bananas. Because the riper the banana is, the better it come out. The better, the sweeter it tastes. No problem. So cut these up and just cut them all over your cookies. These bananas are pretty ripened. No matter how you put it in, because it moves when you put the pudding in there anyway. But keep stirring your pudding. Now that's cooking. So let's get some ripe banana. And it's, like I said, 4 ingredients. Have y'all been watching some of my videos? Keep stirring this, see. This is gonna thicken up. Keep stirring it. Like I said, while that thicken up, I'll be putting the bananas and the cookies. See how good that look? And I'm gonna taste it a little bit and see if you taste your food and see what you have to put in there. Most time, you know, if you go follow my ingredients, you don't have to put maybe just a tap of this. But this is the simplest banana pudding you can make. Very simple. Put some more cookies in here. Now that's thickening. And all you're gonna do once the stuff thickens, pour it on top. Put a little bit more banana. Cookies. Like I said, keep stirring this up because this is going to get thick kind of quick. See how it look? I'm going to taste it after a while and see what I cut the stove down a little bit because this going once it get hot, this is going to thicken so quick. Put a little bit more sugar because I didn't use all my sugar. Put a little bit more sugar in there. I use about it. For this, a pan like that, when I'm putting this stuff, you need about a cup and a half of sugar. Okay, put some more cookies in here. Some bananas. Let's take this, you know, it takes this thing about you know what it was the hardest thing for me doing this, separate my eggs because I didn't have an egg separator, but I used that little kitchen helper. It was okay. It was took me a little longer than it would if I had a separator, but it's not nothing to do. Okay, put a little bit more cookies in here. And this is a good banana. This is gonna be a good banana pudding. It really is. Okay. I think I used about 6 bananas for this little pan. No cookies on top. You can make it as deep as, like I said, if you're gonna make a real big pan, you double the ingredients. Like I said, I use a cup and a half of milk. All you want the pudding is to cover the banana. And stirring that up. And the best thing to do is have your cookies and your bananas in there, honey, before this pudding thicken up. Stir it real good. I put some more. I got some bananas. Okay. Now you take this banana pudding into your office, they're gonna say, "Oh my God, that's a good one. That's old fashioned." I don't like that invitation pudding. No, those invitation pudding that you get, instant pudding, it don't taste the same. That's sugar, vanilla flavor, milk, and a little lemon juice if you prefer, and a little kosher sauce, which enhances the taste. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit more bananas over here because it's gonna be a thick one. And so, you know, it's gonna rise a little bit with the, all you wanna do is cover this. Have enough to cover this. Okay, if you ain't got enough to cover, just add a little bit more sugar and milk. Okay, I always have 2 cans of milk in case you don't start with a can and a half like I did. Okay. Gonna thicken up. I'm gonna get back with y'all when this kind of thicken up a little bit. Like I said, it takes about a good 15 minutes. Okay, y'all, the milk, the sugar, and a little lemon juice, vanilla extract, and some kosher sauce. This is just the egg yolk. And it's how it's thickening up. It'll thicken, you know, just let it cook. And if you don't have, all you want to do is cover this, your cookies and your wafer. See how consistent that is? You don't want it to get too thick. I'm gonna taste and see what I need in it. Okay. I don't need anything, so I'm gonna start. See how thick this is? I'm gonna pour this on my banana pudding. Don't use no more instant. This is all y'all need. Instant pudding. That tastes better. That tastes really good with the flavor and the. Make sure you get some flavor. I'm gonna pour this in here right now. It's getting thick. See, kind of thick it is. I'm getting ready to pour this over my bananas and stuff. I'm pouring it in there. So look how that looks. Oh, that is beautiful. Look at that. So how you pour it over, just pour it over your cookies. And then I'm gonna get ready to make my meringue. And so like this right here, I add a little bit more milk because it got kind of thick. Just a little milk, that's all I need to finish this up. Okay, I'm gonna cut my stove to broil for the meringue. I'm gonna cut it to broil. I'm gonna broil, okay, and start. Okay, while that's getting hot, I'm gonna do my meringue. And only thing for meringue is the egg white. See this egg white, and a little sugar, just a little sugar. I'm gonna put it in here for that. And you need an egg, a mixer that you can mix it with, because I don't think you can beat it that much. So I'm gonna cut this on. Okay, it's not good enough. I mean, it's not thick enough, but I've been beating this for about, mixing this for about 5 minutes. So I'm gonna do it again till it gets fluffy. Just continue. When it gets fluffy, then you stop. It takes a good 10 minutes to do this meringue. Okay, you all saw how fluffy it is. See how fluffy my meringue is? Okay, I'm gonna take and just set it on here. And you're gonna set it, do it the way you wanna do it. Take and do like that, and put some on there. So you can cover it. So you put a little indentures in it so it can, look pretty when you bake it. And you can do it any kind of way. So I'm doing this, and nothing to do. But make sure your eggs are kind of room temperature when you do this. That'll be easier. See how pretty that gonna look. And once it, and make sure your stove is on broil. And that's nothing to do, y'all. See how simple that is. They're gonna look so pretty when I put it in the oven. Put it on there. Make sure you have enough of this right here so you can cover your whole, pudding. This is about 6 whites. You might can use a little bit more so you can get it like you want it. See how pretty that's gonna look? Just take your spoon or fork or anything you want to take it out with, and just make sure you put it on there. Have the oven hot for broil. And that's it, Mattie's Kitchen Banana Pudding. You're gonna see how pretty when I take it out of the oven. So just take the spoon and go around it like that. I got just enough for this right here. Okay. Okay, now I'm getting ready to set this in the oven on broil, but make sure, I'm telling you one thing, see how pretty? Make sure that you check it, because it would take this about 2 minutes to broil. So I'm putting this in the oven, put it on broil. My stove is on broil, and I'm gonna set it in here and I'm gonna watch it. Set it in here, and that's all to banana pudding. Just watch it. Okay, y'all, here's the finishing touch. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, share it with somebody, and enjoy. Like I'm getting ready to do. It's still hot, so I like mine's hot. You can put it in the refrigerator and it'll look a little different. It won't be running, but all of this gonna melt. I'm gonna get solid, so I like mine's hot. I'm not playing. This is the best banana pudding I'll taste. Mattie's Kitchen. Share it with somebody. This is a dessert, a simple dessert that you can fix for Sunday, Thanksgiving, Christmas, any time of the week, anytime you want to eat. Coming from Mattie's Kitchen, and it is good. Like I said, mine's hot, so I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator. I like mine's warm. Okay, thank you all for tuning in.